What's up, YouTube? You're listening to Mictlan City, and this is your host, Cullen Schmidt. It's very brisk morning out. I'm kind of nursing a back problem right now and working on the website. So, this subject today is going to be about how to use the Mictlan 413 library. Because there's a couple things that can really help when you're working through it. So when you go to it, you'll notice that there's tons of different PDFs on there, and those are all available to download, and you can get them right from the site. So when you go in and click on one of the documents, you'll be able to hit download, and if you have the Gemini AI bot, you'll actually be able to start disseminating it with the chatbot, and it's always reliable information. I've been combing through it and trying to make sure that all the files and sources are accurate. So you can do a lot with it, and just you can even get Gemini to start teaching you some of the subjects that they're bigger. But the ability to download it means you don't have to rely on just looking at it from the site, but you can get previews from it. And from there, it's not all documents either. You can download emulators and ROMs and the other libraries aspect of it. Because there's a few different programs that I'm trying to implement with the library. And essentially, from there, you can also, a lot of the books are how-tos, they're guides, and there's tons of cool little skills, abilities, tons of things you can adopt into your life, and a lot of really fun stuff. Like, I've even been using some of the military manuals in my day-to-day, and I'm trying not to have too big of an archive going on, because just one thing that's always mentioned in data hoarding is that they have terabytes of information, and a lot of it, like, they might not ever go through in their lifetime. And I figured like 30 gigabytes is almost at that point, and that's about the size of the library. So, and there's also another few pieces of software you can use just when you're writing your rough notes. You can use like Obsidian or Evernote, or you can even use a Google Drive to keep all your notes together. And so some of the benefits you'll find from accessing my library is a lot of the knowledge, a lot of the books on there, it's not common knowledge, it's not talked about often. And a lot of the guides and how-tos were used to train thousands of people at one time, especially in the military stuff. And aside from that, if you want to learn a bunch of cool little things and like kind of pick away at some of the decent manuals and stuff like that we got, it's brilliant for that. And then, like I said before, in some other videos too, there's games and stuff you can download. There's music you can download if you want to DJ, and if you want to download for MP3s as well. And it's compatible with a ton of other Google products. And I even have an article that mentions on the library that mentions other software that works well with the library. And you'll also find access to works, content, and projects you wouldn't find anywhere else. So, thanks for tagging along. I'm hoping you're enjoying everything, and take her easy for now.